Bob's 2-Minute Blitz, star columnist Bob Kravitz's take on what's hot in Indianapolis sports.
It was a good season. It really was. Considering all the circumstances, all the injuries that hit this team like a ton of bricks, the Indianapolis Colts really did well to reach the playoffs for a record-tying 9th straight season. Now, does that make you feel any better about what happened at the Luke Saturday night? Probably not. But it really ought to help you put things into some kind of perspective. That said, I am still at a loss to explain what Jim Caldwell was doing with that late timeout, and I'm beginning to have some very real concerns about him as a game manager. We all remember what he did in Jacksonville. Then Saturday night, with the Jets looking like they were willing to settle for a long field goal try, he called a timeout with 29 seconds left. That let the Jets recoup, gave them a chance to come up with an effective pass play, and ultimately gave them the ball at the 14-yard line with a chip shot field goal to win the game. I have been and remain a Caldwell fan. I believe he did as good a job as anybody can imagine with a depleted team. I'm not even sure the Jets weren't the best team on the field and didn't deserve to win that game. But you can't make game-altering mistakes, not during the regular season, and certainly not in the playoffs. Peyton Manning's sideline gesture, which basically said, "What are you doing?" pretty much spoke on behalf of all Colts fans and most observers. I'll tell you what, I'll take my chances with Jets kicker Nick Folk, who is a sub-500 kicker from 40 yards and out. So what happens now? Not much, not until we have a new collective bargaining agreement, and that's not going to happen for quite some time. I do think, though, that Bill Polian's going to have to deviate from form and look aggressively at free agency. Peyton Manning's only got about 4 or 5 good years tops left in his arsenal, and I think they've got to be aggressive about rebuilding this offensive line and becoming more run-oriented offensively. Charlie Johnson, look, he played hurt, he played hard at left tackle, but in a perfect world, he's one of your guards, and you have somebody else playing that stud left tackle spot. I have no doubt the Colts will be back next year, that they'll win 10 or more games, and they might even play the first home Super Bowl in history. We'll see. I'm Bob Kravitz.